How's it going, everybody? For today's video, I just had a couple points I wanted to talk about real quick regarding the channel and some changes that I plan on making, and then some changes that I wanted to ask you guys about. First and foremost, if you saw, I uploaded a Thursday video, and to a lot of people that's weird because I just upload on Wednesdays and Sundays. The reason for that, and I've explained in the past my work schedule. I work, I'll just very briefly go over it. I work 12-hour shifts, 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., and it's a rotating schedule. So some days I work, so like this week, for example, I will work Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'll get off Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'll work Thursday, Friday, and then I'll get off Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it's rotating. The days I work one week, I do not work the next. With that, my problem has been, and it's a lot of stress, and I'm managing to put the videos out there, but I don't feel like, I feel like I'm on a time crunch, in that, so the days that I work Tuesday and Wednesday, which was this week, really I get home at 7:30, well, I get done at 7:30, it takes about 30 minutes to get home, which is 8 o'clock, and then I want to sit down, I want to eat some dinner, and again, I've had 12 hours of work, so I don't really like to rush through my dinner, I just want to relax, so, I mean, that takes another 30 minutes or so, I mean, and then at that point, it'll be like 8:30, I've been working the entire day, so I just want to relax, especially like Tuesday, knowing that I have to work again on Wednesday. I just want to relax and just kind of chill. And then usually, but I crash at like 10 o'clock on those kinds of days. So realistically, I could film a video on those days, but I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I don't feel like the quality of the video would be there. I don't feel like it would be a very good video, so I don't film on those days. So realistically, what ends up having to happen is I would need to, so in that instance, when I work Tuesday, Wednesday, I would have to on Monday, or the weekend before, but typically Monday, I'd have to film Wednesday's video. And that's fine and dandy and everything, but sometimes my Mondays get really hectic and the day gets away from me, and I like to leave myself a little bit of operating room, in a sense that I don't want to film Tuesday or Wednesday night just because I'm tired, but then Wednesday night is supposed to be an upload. So what I'm thinking of doing, and what I just did try to do, is 1 week I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, so that's unaffected. I'll do Wednesday, Sunday during that work week. This week, when I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm thinking I'm just going to upload on a Thursday. So 1 week it'll be a Wednesday and a Sunday upload, and then 1 week it'll be a Thursday and a Sunday upload. That way, like I said, I'm off. And maybe, like I said, maybe if I have plenty of time, and the Wednesday uploads are no problem, then I'll just keep doing the Wednesday uploads, but I don't want to leave myself, like, I don't want to cut myself too thin here and feel like I have to rush out a video or just make something that I'm not confident in just because I'm trying to hit that Wednesday deadline. So I'll probably just do Wednesday, Sunday, and then Thursday, Sunday for the other week. And that way, it's also nice, I guess, for you guys. You get the rotating schedules yourselves for my content. And at the same time, I feel like I don't have to, I'm not rushed to kind of put anything out there. So that was my first little bit of information. Slightly different upload schedules, not very much difference, like I said, it's just a 1 day difference, but just letting you know if anyone was confused as to why I uploaded this week on Thursday and I've been uploading on Wednesday going forward. expect a rotating Wednesday and Thursday schedule. Like I said, unless things work out and I can upload a video like prior. So that's the first little tidbit of information. And then the second thing, and the thing I wanted to talk the most about here, and my biggest, if you look at and again, I just, from my perspective, I never wanted to limit myself to one thing. I always want to be just a free. And especially in the beginning, I was just uploading random videos about like all sorts of role plays, cards. I was showing you my collections of things. Just I was uploading all different types of videos. No real rhyme or reason to them. And then one day, again, I was showing my collections off. Like I said, I have Pokemon cards. I have like Swarovski, the little crystal bears, my Mountain Dew, my video games. Like I have a lot of my watches. I have a lot of collections. I think that's pretty much. I got some Lego sets. A lot of my Lego sets are in bins. I kind of ran out of room to put them. So I told myself when I finally moved out and got my own house, I'd make like a whole Lego room. But regardless of the point, I was showing off my collections, and the thought dawned on me that one of my biggest collections is my guns. I have a lot of guns. I've always had a lot of guns, and I continue to keep buying more guns. And it's always been a passion of mine. Like I said, my dad, I never really went hunting until actually recently for doves, but my dad took us when we were younger. We have a little range over at a farm, and he was a military man. He was in the army, on and off for 22 years. So he was into guns too, and that's some of my earliest memories is going shooting as a kid. He would take us over there. Like I said, one of my earliest memories that I actually still remember, is I must have been like 10 years old. That was the pride and joy of my dad's collection, was a true Israeli Weapon Industries Desert Eagle. And he would always show it off, always talk about it, but we never brought it out. And then one day when I was like 10 years old, I bugged him enough. He's like, all right, fine. He loaded a round up, put it in my hand, and that is some of the, like, it was just so much fun. Even back then, as a little kid, just getting rocked by a Desert Eagle. But I have a lot of great memories shooting growing up, and then obviously when I became of age to buy guns, I continued. My brother continues. My dad still continues, and we're just constantly buying new firearms, and it's a great hobby. So my original point here was, in the beginning, I was scared because when you think of like ASMR, even when you think of YouTube, sometimes you don't really think of guns, and maybe I've kind of tapped into a unhinged, or not unhinged, that's not the right word, an untapped market for male ASMR here. I don't know. When I look at like my analytics, I think it was like 92% males. But I decided to just take a chance, show my collection. And that video still to this day, I think it's my #1 most viewed video on this channel. And I have a good variety of, like, when I look at like my top videos, I have a good variety of like some card magic stuff, the gun videos, but even now to this day, majority of my uploads only get like 100, 200, a couple hundred views. And then I did a video like a month or two ago of my updated collection where I just kind of put all my guns out there and remade that #1 video, and it got like 3,000, 4,000 views like instantly. I just did a video, I think last week, talking about my, there's a potential FFL situation that I could open up my own gun store, potentially, possibly in the works. That got like 1,000 views like very quickly. And like I said, I never really wanted to limit myself to like one type of content or anything like that, but the more I show my guns, the more I talk about my guns, those types of videos do seem to get a lot more engagement, a lot more. So the example I'll use is my Wednesday video, or Thursday video. I'll just call it a midweek video. My midweek video, I talked about a couple of the SBRs I had, and then one I want to make into an SBR, but I just talked about SBRs in general. And the whole so this week's was my SBR video. My whole last week, I didn't get a single comment on any of the two videos that I got. I mean, I got a decent amount of people that watched them, but I got no comments whatsoever. Seemed like they were very uninteresting videos for people. And then this week, I uploaded the SBR video, and I woke up Friday morning to like 6-7 different comments. So I upload, I'm on Eastern time zone, I upload around 10 p.m. And by the time I woke up around like 9 in the morning, there was like 6 or 7 different comments on the video just talking about, you know, people telling me about their guns, people just, there's a lot more engagement when I post gun related content. I feel like I guess I've accidentally, the best way I can look at it is I've accidentally discovered like an untapped market. I know there's people out there, Cat Bailey, he's even commented on my channel before. Like there's other creators out there that make gun content, but I guess I predominantly do gun content. I mean, realistically, I can sit here, we can talk, I can kind of go over some things pertaining to guns. I have ammo. I can show you different calibers because I have a lot of different guns and a lot of different calibers, and especially some weirder calibers. Like I've never heard of 7.62 Nagant, 32 Smith & Wesson long. I have some weird calibers out there, and I've never seen them before in person. I've never even heard about some of them. 22 TCM. I have the ammo, still looking to get a gun. I can obviously show you my guns, talk about them, like the story behind them, how I got them, maybe some of the history to it, if it's like a more historical gun. I've even had some people want me, because I have a couple black powders now, showing you like how to load them and like black powdery stuff. And I guess there's a lot of potential content I can make with ammo, with guns, and that sort of thing. And I guess realistically, it seems like that's what majority of you guys like to watch is the gun stuff. And I have no problem with that. Like I said, I never really wanted to limit myself because I want to make, I love making gun content, but I don't want to force myself to make the gun content, if that makes any sense. And what I mean by that is, like again, I made an ammo comparison video like several months ago, but now I have a lot more calibers. So like I want to naturally, like maybe one day remake that video and show you guys like all the different calibers I've acquired over the time, and then maybe a year, 2 years, or 3 or whatever, I could do the video again and we could have plenty more calibers. And like I want to naturally make the videos. So yes, Thursday's SBR video, I made that because I just got my tag stamp for the one, So I just want to talk about it because it's prevalent to me right now. Like I said, I don't want to force myself to make I don't want to force myself to make gun content, but at the same time, if someone hasn't seen the Barrett in a while, or I get a comment about something, or I just naturally, I buy a new gun and want to show you guys the new gun, I just want to like naturally make those videos as they come out. And there's times where my life is really devoted around guns. I'm still trying to get my brother to let me film some of his stuff, because he's got, like, he just bought a Glock 17 long, which is actually kind of rare. But like I said, I just want to naturally make these videos, and I think I don't really want to limit myself to one type of video, but at the same time, it seems like that's what you guys predominantly want to watch and enjoy watching. So I kind of wanted to pick your guys' brains a little bit in the comments. Like I said, my gun videos seem to get a lot more views, a lot more comments. Like the FFL video I just did had so many comments and so many, like, so much good positive feedback and everything. I want to keep that going. I like the engagement. I like people talking about guns, and I don't know. Like I said, that's just sort of want to pick your guys' brain and see what you guys sort of think about it. I mean, like I said, I have just so many guns, and I'm still trying to think. I do want to do a video, because I keep getting comments about it, shooting every gun in my collection. But at the same time, I mean, I guess I could do a voice dub over. But it's not very ASMR-y. It's not very relaxing. And I've even had people comment that I should make my own gun, just like a gun YouTube channel. But even then, I have, like, the more I think about that even, I have a lot of guns, a lot of calibers. Some of my favorite gun content to watch was like, probably like 3-4 years ago, Demolition Ranch. He would take like a random object, and he'd start off at a 22 long rifle. He would work his way up bigger calibers to up to 50 BMG. That is some of my like all-time favorite content for gun stuff, because it was always fun to watch. Some objects, the 22 LR would make them fail, and then other objects, like, you know, they'd get up to like 5.56 or something like that, and they'd fail, but then he'd still just finish it off with the 50 BMG. And then other videos, they'd go all the way up to 50 BMG, and they'd survive it. So it was just fun, like, watching those videos, taking a guess at, like, what gun would stop it. I guess realistically, like I said, I do have a lot of calibers, and I have a lot of guns, but at the end of the day, I have no idea what kind of content to film for that. I mean, I guess, like, I have a couple cool guns, but I feel like I could get through them quickly. I mean, like the Desert Eagle. Who hasn't made a video on a Desert Eagle? So I feel like I could do it, but I don't feel like there's enough content there to, like, keep it going. So that's why I was just gonna keep everything on this channel. If I was gonna shoot all the guns in one video, but I don't know. But regardless, this channel right now, I mean, it's kind of up in the air. Like I said, I want to just keep things open, but at the same time, I want to film videos that you guys enjoy and want to watch. I guess I'll see you guys in a future video. Peace.